Welcome to the Castle Country Real Estate Podcast. I'm your host, Josh Madsen. Super excited to be back to talk about real estate here in Price and Emery County. And it's been a beautiful winter here and a little bit cold right now. But I'm still going to give you the latest update on the real estate market, what's going on, just like I do every week, and leave you with a little real estate hot tip before we take off. So let's just go over the general snapshot of the area right now. So active single-family homes, we always like to look at that between the two counties. We've got 62 homes that are on the market between Carbon and Emery County. And in the last 7 days, four homes have sold. So basically, the general market information, that we've been going over in the last couple of podcasts is we've talked about 2023 and what's happening, where interest rates are, supply and demand of homes in the market. And basically what we're seeing here is things are pretty flat right now in Carbon and Emery County in terms of single family homes available on the market. We're basically between 60 and 65 homes consistently week to week. And we're only seeing between 3 and 5 homes selling every week to sort of turn that over. But really not a lot's changed in terms of those numbers in the past couple weeks and couple months. So I think we're probably going to see that moving into the spring. Although I think people are warming up to purchasing homes now that they're settling back into the interest rates, and sellers are realizing that there's not that many homes on the market. You can see it here. 62 homes is not a lot between two counties. It could obviously be lower, but also sellers can easily look at that and say, hey, I can get in and still have a good price for my home, and buyers are going to be looking for it. So basically, now is time with not a lot's changed, but if you're thinking of selling your home, now is the time to start preparing. Spring's generally a good time to sell. But you need to remember that you're probably going to be on the market 60 to 120 days before it sells. That average is more normal market average, like I've talked about in the podcast in the last couple of weeks. The days are over of selling your house in 2 days, at least for now. Although that 30, I said 60 to 120 days, it could be 30, but the point being is you just need to be a little more prepared as a seller to take some time to sell your home. Have a good marketing strategy with a realtor like myself that can get your property in front of the right people. I did speak with a lender this week. Rates were in the low 6%. Obviously, getting in touch with a lender, that's the number one thing you need to do as a buyer as you're starting that journey, is get that pre-qualification letter. Find out what we should be looking at. And, also talking to a couple of lenders, they don't really see it dropping too much lower right now. So I think we're probably settling in that low 6% mark for mortgage rates. So that's your general market information for the week here in Castle Country. And I want to give you a little real estate hot tip specifically about down payments today. So many people believe you need 20% of the purchase price for down payment. However, the data shows that's not always the case. The average home buyer actually puts down much less than that. So basically, here's what we're looking at. Recent home buyers put down, on an average when buying a home, first-time home buyers put down 6%. All home buyers across the board, 14%, and repeat home buyers, 17%. So depending on the loan type, some buyers are even able to put down as little as 0 to 3.5%. So obviously, again, leading back to the lender, who is a major part of real estate transactions for the most part, unless you're paying cash. I always recommend sitting down with a lender, looking at all of the products that they offer, all of the types of loans that they offer, especially if you're a first-time home buyer. I know when I got into real estate, that was something I was incredibly surprised by, is how little you could get into a home in terms of your down payment, making that barrier to entry much lower than many people think. So although, there are things like mortgage insurance that if you have your full 20%, and there's a lot of advantages to having more of a down payment, even when writing an offer. But I think people think that it's always 20%. So that's my real estate hot tip for the day. And I thought that was a super important thing to share as we're starting to head into spring. People are starting to think about buying again. And hopefully you're one of those people. So definitely reach out to me and I can put you in touch with a good lender here in Carbon County. So what's going on in Carbon County? There's some events coming up. I wanted to mention, I was at a Chamber of Commerce luncheon yesterday, and there's a new tire shop called Tire Busters downtown in Price. And they're having a little get together, I believe tomorrow, Saturday. So go check that out. I want to just always promote local businesses and local events, things that are going on in the area, because I think that's so important. Is we're always trying to build community. Business is always at the center of that, and we definitely want to support new businesses in the area to keep them going. Another place to go check out that's a new business is Ruben's Barbecue, which took over the old Juniper Pizza building on Main Street. Juniper moved to where Crosscut Brewery once was, or tap room. So Ruben's also a great place to check out. So those are the places I'm recommending you go check out this week: Tire Busters and also Ruben's Barbecue. So thanks for checking out the Castle Country Real Estate Podcast this week. Again, I'm Josh Madsen. I'm a realtor here in the area, and I would love to answer your questions about real estate, whether you're a buyer, a seller, or maybe you just want some information about your home as an investment and keeping track of it. So you can reach out to me at 801-388-4047 or josh@madsen.team, and I can get a hold of you. Just leave me a message or shoot me a text. You can also find me on Instagram at madsen.team. And we also have another agent, Colin Madsen, who is on the front side of the Wasatch if you have any questions about business on that side of the mountain. So hope you have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next time.